I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com. Today we're going to do a product review on the Alpinestars Track Vest 2. Let's start by talking about who is this right for? What rider is this really developed for? This is going to be perfect for, obviously, track days and racing. If you want vest-style protection that has CE Level 2 back protection, and then the ability to install CE certified chest armor if you decide to do so. Because remember, you can put the upgrades in here, right? Their Nucleon chest upgrades fit right in here. It's like $30, $40. Add those, they preserve the ventilation, right? But it also has additional protections built in, right? You can see the foam padding, right? This can fill up more room in a suit or a jacket. If it's a little bit baggy, it can do that for you, right? But also enhances protection. So it's going to be right for track days, racing, or if you're a street rider and you just want that next level of protection that is in vest form, great option. Let's talk about sizing. I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 200 pounds, 32-inch waist. Size large fits me well, okay? We'll show you that within the video too so you get an idea. Basically, when you're choosing this, what I want you to think about is your alpha size in a shirt or a jacket, right? I typically wear a large, or some people might call it a medium, and I chose a large in the vest, and it fit me as I would expect. So if you're normally a small shirt or a medium shirt, you can pretty much trust that with the fit of this because there is a lot of adjustability and customization that's going to be built into it to help you tailor the fit a little bit if it's just a little bit to the big side. And there's a lot of flexibility and stretch. You can see the material they've used here, right? It's just going to move with you, just like that. So there is some flexibility. It's not as rigid as like a textile jacket. Now let's talk about the protector itself. Level 2 certified protector. It's basically their KR1 back protector that's repurposed and it built into vest form. We have this medium density outer shell, and then we have a base material here, right, that manages the energy. It's perforated and it's also temperature sensitive, right? And I've got my KR3 back protector here. This is something I've ridden in. And the reason I have it here is I really want to share with you this Nucleon, this material they're using, the base material. When this stuff gets warm, right, and let's face it, you've got this under a suit or a jacket, well, it's going to get warm. It becomes so moldable, flexible, and comfortable, the thing almost disappears inside of the race suit and or the jacket. And this is going to be the same way. It's the same basic base material. So you can look at the thickness here of this overall with that hard outer shell, right? And the base material, I mean, it's not super thick, right? As thick as any average back protector. By having that shell down the middle, that helps, if you take an impact, to disperse the load over a wider area so that it can manage it more efficiently. So we've got a lot of protection built in here. And even that shell itself, you can see, it is very flexible. So this thing is going to contour right to your body. Okay, I've got the Alpinestars Track Vest 2 on right now. Size large, 5'11", 200 pounds, 32, 33-inch waist, something like that. You can see how it fits. Non-restrictive, that's the most important thing. If you get this thing, it's way too tight up here, and especially if it's cutting in right here, you're going to lose circulation, increase the possibilities of arm pump. That is no bueno. You do not want that. Okay, so this fits me well. I'm good with that. Let's talk about the waist belt. Okay, you can see that is, I'm not pulling it tight, so I could go like that. So there's a lot of elasticity built in, right? There's a lot of room to grow here. So if I put on a few LBs, no problem. This thing's still going to work for me. Right now, it just has the foam padding in the chest. You can upgrade that if you want. Just give you an idea of what this looks like, right, when I have it on. Now, when we put the race suit on, one of the advantages, right, when you go vest like this stuff is it's just held in place, right? It's right up against your body, which is super nice. You want to make sure that the back protector itself, right, is not getting caught in the suit and going to get lifted up. That's easier to do with a vest than it is a standalone, right? Get your arms in the suit, squat down, and that definitely goes a little bit easier than it would with a standard back protector. Kind of wiggle around right before you zip up, make sure everything's in place. Zip up like so, right? And it feels fine under the suit. It does not take up a tremendous amount of volume. This is also a great option too if your suit's just a little bit bigger in the upper body than you wanted, remember, or you want additional protection. This has that PE foam padding in different places, so it really adds protection as well as takes up volume inside the suit. It's got a zip down the middle. It's got a removable waist belt. The waist belt has elastic that's built into it because remember, when you're riding the motorcycle on the street or the track, this is an athletic activity, right? You're moving all the time at the course, so your waist size is just, it's fluctuating continually as your abs flex and contract, right? Now, having that waist that's flexible just allows that to move with you so it's not pulling on it, destroying the garment, and it's not becoming uncomfortable. You'll also notice they built some perforations here into the waistband. That's just to help to enhance airflow, keep you cool and comfortable. The chest armor. This is just PE foam, right? It's there for a little bit of protection, right? Help enhance fit. This can be removed and replaced with Nucleon CE armor. They're also perforated to keep that airflow moving, to keep you cool when it's hot out. You also can just remove this. If you don't want to use the chest armor, you're able to take that out as well. Waist belt. To get this thing to ride in the right position, we're all built different, right? Some people, right, just straight up and down. Some people kind of a V. Some people maybe a little bit of extra around the middle. You're able to move this up and down a fair amount to help promote the back protector riding in the right position so the coverage is in the most appropriate area possible. This is less important with a full vest because a lot of that fit is going to be dictated, right, by the way this drapes over your shoulders and the position of this. So this realistically in vest form, it's almost always going to be into the most appropriate position for the rider that's wearing it. Now with these, if you decide, you know what, I just don't want the bulk around the middle, you want to remove these, you don't need them, all you have to do is release the Velcro, pull the strap off, and you are good to go for sure. There is no possibility of removing the protector from the vest, so if you want to wash this thing, right, you're going to have to basically just hand wash it, use a real mild detergent, and just kind of let it line dry if you need to freshen it up a little bit. Don't throw it in the dryer, don't throw it in the washer, use any heavy detergents, anything like that. But I could see easily washing this if you do it by hand, mild detergents. All in all, what do I think? The Alpinestars protection line has just come miles. You can see that they put a lot of focus in it now. Their entire range, it's full of amazing products. This is a great representation of that. I think their armor collection is making some of the standalone armor companies less significant than they used to be because now you have somebody that's been racing at the highest levels in the world for so many years now. They've learned so much and they're pouring all that into their products. It just clearly shows that, you know, we're able to get right at the mere mortal level some amazing protection pieces. I dig it. If you want vest style protection for street or track, I feel like the Alpinestars Track Vest 2 is a phenomenal option. You'll be happy with it, no doubt.